Next week, Sandor Vegh works on the Andante and Allegro from Bach's Second Sonata for solo violin. That's the third Sandor Vegh Masterclass at the same time, 7:40 next Wednesday. This bank holiday weekend, BBC2's Festival of Music features a series of autobiographical conversations. On Saturday, Sunday and Monday, Schulte on Schulte. The celebrated Hungarian conductor talks about his life and work, and later each evening conducts the Chicago Symphony Orchestra with works by Beethoven, Richard Strauss and Wagner.
Nobody can teach you conducting movements. This is part of your body, part of your explanation how to make music, so you can't learn that. B, all the bad things, you learn it by a bitter experience. When it is not clear what you're doing, it always goes wrong. There's no question. Even with the best orchestra. If you do something which is not clear, they will make a mess of it.
A unique insight into the life and work of a celebrated conductor. Schulte on Saturday and Sunday at 7:15 and on Monday at 6:35 on BBC2. On BBC1 shortly, Marti Caine and her guests including Showaddy, Bruce Dukoff and Joy. Here on 2, Jonathan Miller guides us through diagnosis in his series The Body in Question. Next week, Jonathan Miller goes into how we explain how we feel. The Body in Question at the same time, 8:10 next Wednesday. On BBC1 now, the 9 o'clock news. On 2, we'll look ahead to some programmes for tomorrow night. At 7:50, Roger Corman at the National Film Theatre.
What made you come to England to make several of your horror films?
It was the effort to make a slightly bigger film. The Poe pictures in the United States were shot on an average budget of, about $350,000 on 15-day schedules, 3 weeks.
At 8:30 in Fame, Trevor Locke tells how he copes with living with the title of Siege Hero.
I do find it difficult to understand why people want my autograph, because I'm just an ordinary Joe.
He's got a label now that he's going to have to live with.
At 9 o'clock, Folk.
When sundown paints the sky, I want to hide a while behind your smile.
At 9:30, in the second part of Eugene O'Neill's classic drama Morning Becomes Electra, the wife and daughter of Ezra Manon await his return.
Why don't you marry Peter? You don't want to be left an old maid, do you?
I'm not marrying anyone. I've got my duty to father.
Duty? How often I've heard that word in this house. Well, you can't say I didn't do mine all these years.
With Festival 81 at 10:15, News Night at 10:45 and Final Test highlights at 11:30, these are programmes for Thursday night on BBC2. And now Wednesday on 2 continues with Rhoda.